And the next thing I know, I wasn't anyone or anything. I was gone. And I recognized this is death. There is no Finlay. That's gone. And I immediately got scared. In this video, I'm going to share with you one simple thing you can do if you're coming up against these blocks in your meditation practice. Hello everyone, my name is Finlay. Welcome back to Realize One. So if you've been meditating for a while and you feel that your practice is advancing, you might be coming up against these blocks like I have myself. So the first one is that when you exhale, you almost don't want to inhale. The ease, the relaxation, the peace of that exhale is so deep and so profound that you almost want to slide out of your body with it. The second thing is that when you fix your attention in this space, you might have a sensation of a white light so bright in the back of your head that it almost wants to blow. And it's so intense, it just wants to pop. The third thing is kind of similar to the first, but the silence, the ease, the stillness becomes so profound. Your heart slows, your breathing slows, that it's almost like you're about to disappear and you're about to fall into the abyss. And everything that you thought you were is gonna disappear. And this fear of death arises. If you've experienced any of those three things, this is what I did that helped me cross that bridge. Greet it with an internal smile. Don't run from it. As the fear arises, recognize that as simply movement. It's just movement. And all you're doing when you meditate is reuniting with stillness. It's coming back into what you are. And so as that movement arises of fear, you want to chase it because it keeps you alive as you know you. It keeps you as this little individual having this little experience. But the purpose of meditation is to bring you back to yourself, which is not identified with anything, which is not an individual. It is the one. So when you have that sense that that is disappearing, that individuality is disappearing, that individuality itself will react or respond with fear. And so learning to just stand still internally and smile internally at that experience might help you cross that bridge and get what you need from the experience. I myself have had these moments, specifically all three of them, but one that was very profound was when I was 22 in 2021, and I was meditating downstairs where I always meditated, and I remember holding my attention on Ananda Maya Ma. You may have heard of her before, and my heart just opened. And I was centered in my heart, and it was like this pink glow just became so intense that it like popped like a firework. And the next thing I know, I wasn't anyone or anything. I was gone. And I recognized this is death. There is no Finlay. That's gone. And I immediately got scared. In this vast pool of emptiness, ocean of emptiness, I was gone. And I recognized that this is death, but I didn't want to go. So I realized that my tether back was breath. And so I brought myself back subtly, very slowly, breathing in and out through my nose. It was like, with each breath, I just anchored a bit more and a bit more and a bit more back in. It wasn't until about 1.5 years later that I was able to greet that space with a smile and greet that reality, the ultimate, with a smile. But I ran away from it at that moment because I was gone. Even though that was the goal and I was aware of it, I was aware to the best of my knowledge of what I had experienced. But it was just so profound and overwhelming that I ran from it. So if you find yourself in these situations, Greet it with a smile and face it head on. In that smile, you'll be able to go past that bridge in a positive way instead of bringing it in a negative way, experiencing it in a negative way. And if you find yourself floating, if you find yourself ungrounded, breath through your nose, just bring yourself back. Your breath is your tether, it's your anchor, it's your everything. And so if you find yourself having one of these experiences where and you don't know where you are anymore, just continue to breathe in and out through your nose and you'll come back, you'll come back, you'll come back. But yes, if you're having one of those situations or one of those blocks, you're coming up against it, give that a try and maybe that can help you. Before we go, I just want to state that whatever comes up in your meditation practice, do your best to face it. Do your best to just face it and see what comes, because it's not coming up for no reason, positive or negative. Just look at it from a distance with a smile and see what you get from that.